Look at the people. Listen carefully, my brothers. 144,000 sealed. This message is for you. You are all over the world. Don't judge my skin or my ways. We are all brothers. In Africa, China, Japan, Europe, North and South America, we're all brothers. God made us diverse to test our tolerance. If you don't love your brother, regardless of origin or color, you're out of heaven. No discussion. Heaven won't allow sin again. That's why he tests us daily. People of different colors and languages. If we're not tolerant of all our brothers, we can't enter heaven's kingdom. Listen carefully. Those doubting if they're among the 144,000 sealed, pay close attention. The only way to resolve this doubt is to go to the mountains. Listen, our Father didn't ask us to worship in the mountains now. He doesn't want that. He's asking us to go to the mountains to prepare a place to stay. It's not for clapping or singing there. It's to prepare a safe place before the beast comes. He said it's there. It's ours. See those mountains? He prepared it before the world's foundation, setting up mountains for us to go to when the time came. There, pure water springs await for drinking and watering crops, seeds to grow our food. Listen carefully. The only way to know if you're one of the 144,000 sealed is this. Buy seeds now. Choose a spot outside cities, near your home, anywhere. Take the seeds, walk the trails, plant them, and stay calm. If you're one of the 144,000 sealed, you'll hear heavenly music. It's a sign our Father, our Messiah, will give us. If you heard it, you're already sealed. So be at peace. The next step is written. The Messiah will appear to us. He said he'd be on every mountain in the world at this time. You won't be alone. You'll be with him there. Don't worry. If you doubt this, listen. I'm on Patmos Island. Revelation was written here. Listen, I came to share this message with all people, nations, and languages. Pay close attention. Our Messiah and Father clearly said he'd prepare a place for us during the beast's 260-day reign, plus 30 days, totaling 1,290 days. If we don't prepare these places now, things will get worse than you think. We must prepare now, so when we flee, we'll have food growing and ready to eat. All food you buy must be taken there. Everyone brings their food to share equally. No one should eat more than others or take advantage. Everything gathered or grown is shared. Bring food to one place for all to share. Be warned, our Father is watching everything we do. If you try to hide anything, he knows. He reads everyone's heart and mind. If you try to hide food from others to feed only your kids, you're out. Listen carefully. There's zero tolerance in the mountains. Our Father will have zero tolerance. This happened with Moses in the past. You saw our Father killed many people among Moses' followers. I'll read this to you later. They don't mention our Father's wrath against Moses' people, killing them. It was our Father who killed, not the devil. Our Father was angry with them and killed them. Why? Because they did these absurd things. If you have bread for 10 kids, divide it equally among them. If you do this faithfully, that small piece will sustain you all day. Don't worry about it. Our flesh is useless. It's garbage. It's our spirit that matters. A small piece shared with love for our brothers is enough to keep us going all day. Remember this. Listen carefully. If you're one of the 144,000 sealed or unsure, buy all types of seeds. Orange, apple, lemon, salad, tomato, everything we need to eat. Buy various seeds and head to the mountains. If you're alone and scared, never been to mountains because we grew up in cities, take your dog. Wear boots, climb, scatter seeds in soil to grow fruit. Mark spots in different places and mountains. When one's done, move to the next. When you finish eating one, you return to this one. It's time to grow one, eat it, then return to the other. That's what we need to do. You all need to understand this. If you are one of the 144,000 sealed, go plant in the mountains. Don't just worship there. We worship in spirit and truth, not by clapping. Just love him truly in spirit. He knows that. Don't worry. Our Father knows our hearts and minds. Don't try to fool him. No one can fool him. In the mountains, plant seeds for our fleeing brothers to eat. Please help us. That's all you need to say to our Father. He is the Father. He is our Father. Every child who asks him with love obeys him and pays attention. If you don't plant the seed, but go there thinking everything will be ready, it won't be. These people will suffer more, they will suffer more. You must go and look for places all over the world. You don't need to cross state lines. Where you live, find mountains outside the city, plant seeds in many spots, and leave it to our Father. Our Father, our Messiah, once you faithfully planted the seed, it's up to him. Don't worry, when we flee to the mountains, everything will be ready for us there. Don't think you'll find it all perfect if you haven't planted anything. Those people will suffer more. If you're listening and unsure if you're one of the 144,000 sealed, take seeds. Son, gather various seeds for our survival. Go to these places and sow them. If you do this with faith, believing in our Messiah's words, not mine but the scriptures, I'll show you everything. I'll read Revelation here in Patmos. I'll read it all so you understand and break free from the religious system. This system wasn't created by our Father. Its creator knew its path leads only to the abyss, to hell. No religious system is of our Father. Not Catholic, Protestant, Spiritist, Islam, none. Our Father is clear. I don't dwell in or have perfect human hands. The Jews spread a long-standing myth that they're the holy chosen people. It's a lie. Our Father doesn't discriminate among his children. All who obey, who follow his word, are his children. Now tell me, how can Jews be the chosen, holy people if our Father sent them prophets? And what did they do to the prophets? They stoned them, they killed them. Then our Father sent his Son, the Messiah, to them. They persecuted him, wanted to stone him, kill him anyway. They handed him to Rome, who said, I see no sin in this man, I won't kill him. But they harassed Romans, paid to have him killed, and they did. Yet our Messiah clearly says, Roman, you sin by killing, but those who handed me to you, Roman soldier. Listen closely. Rome, those who delivered me to you have the greater sin. Pay close attention. Our Messiah was very clear. Listen carefully. Our Father sent prophets to the Jews to save them, because even today they think they're saved, but they're not. He sent them to save. To save the Jews, because sadly they were born in the devil's hand. The truth is simple. The Jews are false advertising. When their king Solomon built the temple there, the stone temple, Stone temple. Our Father said he doesn't dwell in man-made places. Stone temple, our Father said. I don't live in this place made of stones by human hands. He said he doesn't dwell there. Solomon built it. Our Father clearly said he doesn't dwell there, yet Solomon built it. There's an interesting scripture where Solomon tells his God, look, God of darkness, I'm building you a house for eternal dwelling. And today, aren't Jews still going to that temple? Who is this God of darkness? Is it our Father in heaven? Who's the God of this world, the king of this world? It's the devil himself. Let's stop being hypocrites. You're licking the vomit left by Jews, Hebrews, Persians, Greeks, Romans, and the Protestant movement that split from Rome and set up evangelical Masonic Protestantism in Great Britain. You're licking their vomit. Pay close attention. They've turned all truth into lies. Israel isn't the Holy Land, never was, never will be. Our Father says, the holy mountain was always Mount Sinai. Note this. Even today on Mount Sinai, nothing is made of stone. Go to Mount Sinai and see if you find any stone temple. Go there. There's no silk temple. Also, Mount Sinai isn't in Jerusalem or Israel. Mount Sinai is in Egypt. In Egypt. Pay close attention. In Egypt. These liars stole Sinai's glory from our Father. When he told Moses, take off your sandals, you're on holy ground on Mount Sinai. Moses went and removed his sandals. That's the Holy Land, Mount Sinai in Egypt. But Jews were clever, knowing they could profit from the story. Coca-Cola is an example. For global fame, Coca-Cola spent heavily on advertising. Jews didn't need to spend. Word of mouth spread their story worldwide. They said, we're the Holy Land, God's children, chosen, others are unclean. Do you think our Father in heaven is racist? Does he discriminate against his creatures? He loves all who love and obey him. These are his children. Those who disobey are illegitimate children. Sadly, he made them, but they're illegitimate. For those who disobey, it's clear, the lake of fire for eternity. The path for those who disobey our Father is simple. The lake of fire, hell, Sheol. They work all month like fools, giving 10 to 30% to these hellish impostors, devil's spawn. They claim to be, but aren't. They're truly of the devil's synagogue. These hellish churches came to exploit everyone. People work all month, then give their money, tithe, and offering to their God. Their God is darkness. Solomon's God, the God of shadows. You say our Father allowed it, but he'd allow you to shoot your parents too. It's not right. He warned against the temple, but they insisted. David tried to build it. Our Father said, stop, you won't build. Oh, don't worry. You obey me, but your son won't. He'll build it. For whom? For our Father. No, for the God of darkness. So where does that leave us? Where do we stand? There aren't two shepherds, my son, only one. Our Messiah or the one you follow.